God is strong. He'll do anything big or small. Nothing is impossible for a super wonderful God. Every day I can know God is always there for me and my family. Every day I can know greater is the one who lives inside me. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Our God is strong. He'll do anything big or small. Nothing is impossible for a super wonderful God. Every day I can know God is always there for me and my family. Yeah, every day I can know greater is the one who lives inside me. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God.
Hello there, everybody. Once again, it is I, Josh. We're continuing our series called I'm in Trouble. Can we stop this, please? Ugh, thank you. Yes, I'm in trouble. The series where I've brought a few friends.
Back in my day, chicken nugget cost $0.25.
I can't have chicken nuggets because I'm allergic to fish.
My good sir, if I may interject, chicken nuggets are not a fish.
They're not? What are they?
Chicken nuggets are a type of intelligent alien creature, specifically from the 9th dimension. More specifically than that, the planet Snorglax.
Bro, what is wrong with you? Moving right along, we're studying people in the Bible who found themselves in serious trouble. And we're gonna find out how God can help us get out of trouble. Have you ever been in trouble before? Kinda like these guys? Or those guys? Well, last week we talked about a guy named David. Yeah, that's right, King David. David did not have an easy life. Before he became king, he was on the run from King Saul, who wanted him dead. Can you imagine the ruler of a whole country coming after you? Yeah, I'd run too.
Hey, how fast could David run?
I don't know.
Could he run faster than my dog Blue? He only got 3 legs. I don't know what happened to the 4th one. I lost it.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Oh no, he's better. He used to only have 1 leg and we called him Pogo Stick.
Back in my day, I could run faster. Boy, I love apple pudding.
It doesn't matter how fast David ran. The fact is he was scared for his life. So much so that he was hiding in a cave.
A cave?
David was trapped. He went from having a whole country loving him to being scared and lost and alone in a cave. That's some serious trouble. So what should we do when we feel scared and lost and alone? What did David do? Did he cry? How's he ever gonna get out of this cave?
He better get out of there quick before bats land on his head and lay eggs.
Jimmy Don, bats don't lay eggs.
He could, in theory, dig down deeper into the cave and become king of the mole people.
I got a mole on my toe.
Bro, so do I. Are we mole buddies? Listen, why don't you guys pay attention to the lesson while I try to rein things back in around here? We're gonna learn all about how God can help us when we're in trouble and we feel all alone. We'll see you next time on I'm in Trouble. Who let the bat in here?
Ah, help me! Help me! He's gonna lay eggs in my hair!
Will you guys stop yelling for 5 seconds?
My bad, gentlemen. Come back, Gertrude. I keep him there for science.
This is gonna be a long series.
Hey boys and girls, it's Cam. Hey, here for another great Bible story. We're just so glad that you're tuning in and hanging out with us. We've been in a series called When I'm in Trouble. And I love this story because it's going to help us understand when we're in trouble, who do we cry out to? Who do we talk to? And I think a lot of times we maybe kind of get away from God and we kind of maybe put ourselves in our bedroom and we kind of say, no, I don't want to deal with it because I'm in trouble and I'm facing some hard times. But I'm here to help you today. Hopefully you'll understand a little bit more as we go through the Bible story. So we know King David. King David was a great guy. He's a man after God's own heart. But in this story that we're going to look at today, it's going to help you understand it. Now, last week we learned about King David. When he was young, he got the stones and he threw and he killed Goliath, which was awesome, the Philistine, and he fell. David's popularity became really high at that point. Everybody loved David. Everybody liked David. But during that time, King Saul was the one who was in charge of the kingdom at the time. And so David became more and more popular, more and more part of leadership in the kingdom. And all of a sudden, Saul became jealous of David, almost to the point of where he wanted to kill David. And so David had to flee for his life. With a few of his close friends and a few of his army guys and his armor bearer, they took off and they had to run from Saul. And David had to run for his life. So he ran to a cave. He had to hide in a cave for several months. And he'd be in this cave. And in the cave, David could have got down or depressed because of all this trouble that was going on. But David did not. What was so cool about David, he prayed for God to give him joy. And some scholars have said that in Psalms 34, David wrote this psalm while he was in this cave, what he was kind of going through. And so David broke out his harp and he began to play songs of joy to the Lord, even though he was down and out and he was frustrated because Saul was after him. He's going to get him and he was searching for him. But David praised God. He lifted his voice to the Lord and he began to write. I don't know when you're in trouble, when you're frustrated. Sometimes I write. Sometimes I'll write notes. I'll just try to write things encouraging my heart to God, and I'll just call out to God. And that's what David was doing, which is so awesome. And we're going to dive into that a little bit today. But our Bible verse, I want to just hit it with you for real quick. The power verse: the righteous person faces many troubles, but the Lord comes to rescue each time. Psalm 34:19. So the righteous person faces many troubles, but the Lord comes to rescue each time. Which I love that verse. It's so awesome. So when I'm in trouble, I'm not alone. We're not alone. And this is a key thing for you to realize. When you are in trouble, it's okay to cry. I love what it says in Psalms 34:6. This is David writing, I cried to the Lord in my suffering. I cried to the Lord in my suffering. What's awesome about crying, it makes you feel better sometimes. I know sometimes things hurt and things are hard and things can get difficult, but when we cry, our tears are put into a bowl. God takes them and puts them in a bowl and He has them. Isn't that cool? You see, it's okay to cry. It's okay when we go through hard times is to let it out. But secondly, you got to realize this, you're not alone. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, Psalms 34:18. You see, God will never leave you or forsake you. That's what the Bible teaches. He's always there for you. He's always with you. He's always around you. And he just loves you so much. And he wants you to have that close relationship with him. You see, King David had that. See, he had that relationship that was really, really good. King Saul didn't have that. King Saul became jealous and mad and upset and alone and isolated himself away from God. But David was pursuing God, running towards God, even running away from his enemies to run towards God, to worship him in a cave of all places. So it's okay to cry out. It's okay to cry. You're not alone. But thirdly, God hears you when you call for help. Look at this in Psalms 34:17. The Lord hears his people when they call to him for help. See, the Lord hears us when we cry out to him. He listens. He has such big ears. He hears when we call out. And sometimes we need to call out to him and ask him for help. That's what David did. He called out because he needed God's help, and he did. He called out and he gave praise and he gave joy and he gave honor to God because he was so good. It was so good for him to be with the Lord and help his heart. You see, today, boys and girls, it's so important to call out for help because God hears our prayers. I remember when I was a kid, I used to put cups together, these two Dixie cups in the string, and my sisters used to be in the way of the room, and I would call, hey, Ingrid, Rhonda, are you there? Hey, Ingrid, Rhonda, are you going to make it? And then all of a sudden, they'd like, are you there? I'd listen. And then I would hear them, they go, Cam, are you there? And I would, I'm here, you know. But we don't have to do that with God. God is right with us. He's around us. He loves us. He cares for us. He wants so much to be a part of our lives, and that is so important. So today, I pray you've been encouraged to know that God sees you when you cry, and you should cry out to him. It's okay to do that. Don't feel ashamed to. It's okay to know this, that you're not alone. God is always with you. He'll never leave you, never forsake you. God hears you when you call for help. The Lord is close to the people that call to him for help. So those things hopefully have encouraged you today. Let's go ahead and pray, and then I'll make a quick announcement. God, thanks for today. Thank you so much for King David, setting the example of choosing joy, even though when he was in trouble, he did. He chose joy over what he was facing. I pray that we will do that as well. I pray that we will soak into you and know you more and see how awesome you are and know that we're not alone. In your name we pray. Amen. Well, boys and girls, we've been back to church for a while, 9:35 service. Love to have you come when you're comfortable in coming back. We have all our teachers wearing masks and doing that thing. And then also, we have the 11:05 service that started back up with all of you guys. So you guys are welcome to come at either one of those services. We'd love to see your faces. We'd love to hang out with you and be with you. I think it would really help you, but I know it's okay because you're viewing online, and that's all right too. But look forward to seeing you when you see you. Hope you guys have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.
What you gotta know, what you gotta know, what you gotta know, what you gotta know. Hey, it's me, Wiggy Pop, and I'm here to have a rockin' time and to tell you what you gotta know. Today, we are talking about how you don't have to face trouble alone. So every time today somebody asks you what you gotta know, you tell them this. When I'm in trouble, God's there on the double. Sometimes we can feel lonely. I'm all alone. It's the worst day of my life and I'm all by myself. Nobody understands. Oh no. Now it's okay for you to cry, but never think you're all alone. God is always there, even on your bad days. So every time today somebody asks you what you gotta know, you tell them this. When I'm in trouble, God's there on the double. And that right there is what you gotta know. My name is Wiggy Pop, and I'll see you next time. Rock on!